Welcome to part 2 of my Northern Rivers op shop haul. Today I'm going to be showing you what I picked up in Maclean and Grafton. This is the first time I've been op shopping in both of those places. We went to more than 10 op shops in the one day that we were there. And again, similar to what I found in Ballina and Yamba in my video last week. If you haven't watched it, I will link it here for you. Go and check it out. And that was that the prices were fantastic, but there was very, very limited stock available. So we started the day off in Maclean and we went to 2 op shops here. In both of them, I found some really good stuff. The first that we went to, I can't recall the name of it, but I've got a clip of it here. It was a very, very cute little cottage, really laid out, and just rooms upon rooms of clothing, homewares, shoes, all very nicely curated. Also room for a very creepy shelf full of porcelain dolls. This isn't my jam, might be yours, I don't know, but it weirded me out. But I'll show you what I found there. Firstly, this pair of Revere shoes. So you might notice this is the same brand that I picked up in part 1 of this thrift haul. Really, really great comfort shoe. These also are in practically new condition, same as the other pair that I picked up in Ballina. And I paid $4 for these. Genuine leather. Really, really good for people with dexterity issues. They have a hook and loop closing. Do not call it Velcro on eBay, you will get a Vero. But yeah, just a great comfort shoe, and the toe is also adjustable for people with wider feet as well. And I also picked up an Onkaparinga 100% wool blanket. This is one of the gorgeous vintage ones. Really, really loved the colours in this. I couldn't go past it for $10. From there we went down the road a little to Vinnie's at Maclean and I grabbed some great pairs of shoes. Similar sort of vein, comfort shoes, but with good money in them, I believe. So first pair is just a little pair of Morel, they're sort of like sneakers or walking shoes in a really, really nice suede leather. This one has some very minor marks on the toe, but other than that, they are in immaculate condition and should go pretty quickly. Second, we have a pair of naturalizers, and I really, really loved the embellishment on these. Loafer style, nice low slip-on. And lastly, if you're not familiar with what these are, they may look a little bit odd to you. These are Archipedico knit shoes. I've actually sold this exact style and colour before, and I think they went for about $70 or $80. So really, really comfortable picking these up. I did pay $18 for them, but that's a great price for these. In immaculate condition. I actually don't think these have been worn at all. They look absolutely brand new, and they're a size 39. So really hitting that target size range that I have in my store as well. From Vinnie's, we ducked across the highway to the Townsend op shop. Now, this one, I didn't find anything. There was not even a maybe in this shop for me. It was really, really not great quality stuff, and yeah, not one that I would go back to. So we made the trip down to Grafton. We went to the helicopter op shop first. This one was really, really large, so quite a lot of racks in there. Similar experience though, not a lot to be found, but I did come away with the little sports girl 90s dress. I really like these silhouettes. Cute little butterfly detail. This one definitely going on Depop with Y2K as the style in that. In a size 14. So this one I actually only paid $2 for. It was priced at $3. The whole rack was priced at $3, but she only charged me $2 for it. Can't be too sad about that. From the helicopter op shop, it was an easy walk to I think 2 or 3 others. I came away empty-handed from both of those. And at St. Matthews, there was a pair of I Love Billy shoes that I kind of tossed and that I was tossing up about, but at the end of the day, the fact that they were not leather went out and I popped them back on the shelf for someone else to grab. We had a little bit more luck leaving South Grafton and heading more into the main part of town. The first op shop that we checked out there was the Cathedral op shop. I found 2 great items there. The first being a Veronica Main dress. This one I did pay $10 for, but it is Ponte fabric, so nice thick stretchy fabric. I find this does pretty well in a size 14. Great little corporate style, nice and tailored. Someone is absolutely going to love this. I also picked up this Joseph Rubkoff. So if you're not familiar with this brand, it's definitely one to have a look out for. You can see here, so it's got sheer sleeves and like a sheer back. I find that it does tend to be a bit of a quirky brand. They do have some unusual styles, but similar to the other brands I pick up, sometimes it's the quirkier the better. These I actually find sell quickly and for good money. So finding Joseph Ribkoff in larger sizes, it's definitely worth another look at if you are unsure whether you want to pick it up. I'd definitely say give it a go. Next stop from there was Lifeline. I came away with a couple of little things at Lifeline as well. I found a review chassis in size 16 and I was absolutely drawn to this gorgeous pale blue colour. There is a tiny mark on the shoulder there, but that's not a deal breaker. I have been selling a lot of these this winter. They leave my store just about as quickly as they come into it. If you're seeing these reasonably priced, and again, sizes 12 and up, I'd recommend taking a look at them, maybe checking sell through and seeing whether they're worth the go. For me, I know they definitely are. And I also grabbed this pair of Boom Shankar. Now these are the Guru pant. They have a couple of little marks that I'll need to clean up, but brand new with tags. So I think from memory these were about $5 or $6. I didn't pay a lot for them and they should go for around the $50 or $60 mark fairly easily. Nice lightweight fabric, so coming into spring and summer, these should do fairly well. We hit another of the majors in Grafton. We went to Salvo's, and that's where I found my last couple of items for the trip. So I found this fantastic decuba tiered floral, we'd say midi, I think. It's got this great tie on the front of it, so you can, you know, wear it in a bow. Very, very pretty in a size 12. The last one that I picked up is a bit of media. I don't actually look at the media section very often. I had a bit of a flick through the records, and then I found these. So blank VHS tapes, $1 each. I had to do some research on these because they're not something I've messed with before. Comps look pretty good, so even if I bundle these and sell them for $20 plus post, I'm making a decent return. They're pretty easy just to store. They're not going to take up a lot of room, and I'm interested to see how quickly they turn over. But that's the last of my finds from the trip. Across the entire trip, I picked up 28 items for less than $200. However, the next day when I got back and I realized I still needed some stock, I went thrifting locally and I managed to pick up 29 items from 2 op shops for less than the cost of my entire Northern Rivers trip. So as I mentioned in my last video, it's given me a really good appreciation for the quality and quantity of stock I have locally. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I picked up on the trip. As I've said, you know, it was a great few days out, and although it was a lot of effort for, I guess, minimal reward, it's definitely something that I'm willing to try again in different areas to see if it's worth venturing out. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed. I bring out a new video regularly talking about thrifting and op shopping in Australia, and I've also teed one up for you here that I think you'll enjoy. Please hang around and watch it. It really helps my channel out, and I will see you next time.